Hey guys, and welcome back to Mother and Daughter Cooking. Today we are going to be making chicken arroz caldo soup, a traditional Filipino dish, or in other words, this is also called chicken porridge in English. So now that we are familiar of how to make this delicious broth for our rice soup, we're going to start off by cooking the rice. And here we are using 1 cup of white rice and 1 cup of whole grain brown rice. And as you can see here, we're going to start off by thoroughly rinsing our rice, and we did this about 2 times. And now we are going to fill this up to about 4 cups of water since we have 2 cups of rice. So as you can see here, we're going to occasionally stir our rice, and we are also going to let this cook about halfway since we are also going to add broth later on. So if you used our ratio correctly, it should kind of look like this. There's not a lot of water left, so that should be the time where you add your cups of broth. And since the rice will continue to keep on cooking, we're going to continue to add in total 12 cups all throughout cooking this rice soup. So when you keep watching, you can see how many cups we added to our arroz caldo. And meanwhile, while our rice is cooking, we're going to start cooking our chicken. Here we are adding a good amount of olive oil and going ahead and adding our garlic. And after your garlic turns a little bit brown, we're going to go ahead and add our onions. And here we are saving some garlic for our toppings for later on. Then we will be also adding a 1/4 cup of sliced ginger. And lastly, we're going to be adding some aswete powder, about 1 tablespoon of it, and first diluting it on one side and then mixing it all together. And as you can see here, we have half of a rotisserie chicken that we chopped into small pieces. We set this aside separate from the broth so that we can stir fry this with our garlic and onions. And after we finish cooking this, we're gonna go ahead and add 3 more cups of broth. So you're probably asking, why do you have to keep adding more cups and cups of broth? Why can't you add all at the same time? Well, over time, while you keep cooking it, your soup is going to start to get thick just like this, and that is when you have to add more broth just to make sure you get that right texture that we're looking for. And now finally, the last things that we are going to be adding is a little bit of the chicken that we stir fried. And along with that, we are also going to be adding a couple of hard-boiled eggs that we cooked beforehand. And finally, we're going to go ahead and start to top our rice soup. You can definitely stop here and enjoy your delicious arroz caldo, but we went ahead and took a little extra step and started to top it off with some delicious toppings. If this is your first time making arroz caldo or chicken porridge, I really highly suggest that you use this recipe. This recipe is so good for beginners, especially for me just watching this video. I can literally make this for myself. So once again, try out this recipe and we hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Thank you for watching this video on mother and daughter cooking, and we'll see you next time in our next video.